Okay. And we're back.
Alright, so with my Whisking Wind, with a speed of 9 and agility of 9, I can move 18 places. I shall move her into attack mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Unfortunately, Donnegan is
9.
defeated by Whisking Wind. Don't ask me why. Just how it is. Oh, you trying to sneak in? As you can see, Greg is trying to flank and try to sneak into the base, but I will have none of that, and I am gonna move. Hold on now. Where's my card? Where's Evervescent Rain? She didn't do anything to Whisking Wind, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm gonna move Evervescent Rain with a speed of 4 because she's in those high heels, and an agility of 8, but she can flip on those high heels.
She can flip.
8 plus 4 is 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even need to move 12. So now I'm in a battle with Whisking Wind, and I'm going to attack her with the whopping strength of 5, the fighting ability of 6, and the power of 7. 5, 6, 7 equals a number that I can't think of right now. It's 12, plus 6 is 18. Ooh, you weak! No, it's... I gotta do the math here, I can't think. So, 6 plus 7 plus 8 is 21. It's not 16. With your defense of, I think it's 8?
Defense of 8, that is correct.
Minus 8, so that's 13 damage I do to Whisking Wind. Brings it down to 18 is 82.
Yeah, sure. My go?
Your go.
Alright, let's see here. With my Shira, I shall move over 1, move up 1, and enter your base.
Obviously I have a flaw with the game.
Yeah!
Game change.
Slide into home plate.
How would I change that? 'Cause that's a bug.
Why is it a bug? You might want to reduce everyone's life points. Like maybe half or something, because we could just fight for days. Like, you hit me so many times, but in the back of my mind, I wasn't even worried. With her defense, I was like, go ahead, hit me like 4 times, I'll still be alive. But if you took away some of their...
Actually, like... I'd hit you about like 10 times, in order, like 7 or 8 times in order to actually kill you.
That's what I mean. And it doesn't take, with their speed and agility, it doesn't take that long to move across the board. So you either have to reduce their life points or increase their damage.
Alright, definitely decrease their life points. Decrease life points. You won't like that if I actually change the 2-on-2 attack. You won't like the decrease of life points. You're gonna end up losing 2 hits. Because some people doing 25 damage, you know what I mean? And if you're at 50 or something like that, 2 hits and you're done.
Sometimes you gotta have a sacrificial lamb. Because while you're attacking, if 2 people are over here attacking my 1 player, if I had Whisking Wind over here, I'd still sneak in. So I'd sacrifice some character for victory.
See, the idea of it was to have 3 of my best defensive characters here. That way you have no choice but to fight us.
So what happened?
I moved up. Because you were attacking.
But that's another, like, your V formation thing doesn't allow for that. You should be able to...
Well, that's why I want to change. I'm thinking about changing a game rule of... Oh, I didn't write it down, but... Of movement. I was actually thinking about giving a player maybe 15 moves. Like you have 15 moves and I have 15 moves. And... I can move one character 5, another character 6, and another character 4. And that way, you can move more than.
If my Whisking Wind's movability is 18, you're saying that I can split her movements up among my other characters?
I was also thinking that as well.
So instead of her making her move 18 by herself, I can say, you move 8, and then you move 10, or you move 8, you move 5, and you move 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's good, but I also would probably rethink the whole mandatory V formation thing. Like chess or checkers. I guess chess you have to start a certain way, but like it should be up to the player to decide how they want to start their battle.
But they have to be close to the base. You can't just.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like leave them here. Like there should be a home plate line, of course, but
Well, there was in the game design there was a defense base. There was a base defense where like the surrounded. I had it in my original design for the enemy base. Is that somewhere there is what's called base defense, in which if you were caught in the base defense, you would have minus 10 health every turn that you were stuck in there. So if I had my people all the way back, and you decided to come into my base, acting like you own the place, you'd be in my base defense. So we would be in the middle of a battle. I just did 25 damage to you, and plus the 10 damage that you were in my base for.
oh, that's a good idea. Another thing that you could try is if you remember this was in a Japanese game. Pretty much they gave you plus power points for having certain characters attack at once. For example, if you have all or both Zanaku attack at once, you get like plus damage. Or all 3 aliens, you get even more plus damage. If you have, I guess certain members of the alliance, people who get
Like Cassie and Rain, or Cassie and Rain's the same person. Like Rain and Cloud.
right.
If they attack together, it would be like the love power.
You could have just different like categories.
You mean on the board? Like if this could be a section of the board, like an alien. If you're in that section, the alien does more damage.
Well, you could do it that way. But I was just talking about like if you were able to get them next to either double for double damage, or if you're able to get 3 people together for triple damage. You could do all girls. If you're able to get all human girls, Cassie, Wind, and
Sora.
If you get them to attack all at once, triple damage. You can get all the guys, or the alliance guys like Dimitri, Alex, Christian. If they all attack at the same time, triple damage. Or you can get the 2 evil humans, double damage. Like just come up with different
teams
to inflict more damage, and that way you wouldn't necessarily have to decrease the life points because it would be such a powerhouse of a combination. Oh, just like you know what you could have incorporated?
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
No, well yeah, but remember we had that whole list of combos?
Yeah, but like I said, I wanted to keep this as simple as possible.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But what I was thinking for when you just backed off and went right into my base like you own the place, I was thinking if you were to retreat, you have to go backwards. At least if you have 10, at least 10. You have to go backwards 10 spaces.
When did I retreat?
We were in the middle of battle, and you said, dog, I ain't fighting you. You retreated. Anybody that breaks the battle...
So we have to fight to the death.
You could retreat, but you have to go... I'm thinking about you have to go backwards 10 spaces if you were to retreat. You have to use all of your agility and speed to go backwards. You can't go forward at all. That's a retreat.
Yeah, we'll have to play it a few more times to see if that's plausible, because I understand the whole handicap of making someone retreat, but 10 spaces, that's a lot.
I mean, not when you're like a 50 by 50 freaking board I got going on here.
Dude, I made it from end to end in like 4 moves.
That's because, that's why I wanted a big thing, because I wanted to use all the power grid stuff. But I can take out agility altogether in the final game.
Why?
And just use speed as the motion. So you can only move 10. The most you can move is 10.
So what would agility do?
Take it out. I'll just take it out.
I say you make agility the necessary retreat. Take out agility for how many places they can move, but if they want to retreat...
They use their agility.
Use their agility.
Oh. Retreat. Must move back.
And in that way,
Agility.
let's say you do have an overpowered team. Now it actually handicaps you.
Spaces.
Because if you have a character that's strong, odds are they're going to have a decent agility, but now you're forced to move back that amount. So picking up a really strong character like Shira, now you're going to have somewhat of a second thought, like, yeah, she's strong, but in case I need to retreat, I'm going to be forced to move back 9 spaces. Do I want to take Shira?
But at the same time, though, Shira really doesn't need to retreat. The only reason you retreated off of that fight was because you wanted to get into the base.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'll have to ask you, Greg. What did you think of the game?
I think it has...
Hold on, cut.